Hey there everyone, welcome to Violet's Dream Tarot and Happy New Year if you're watching this when I upload. So today we're going to be doing a video that has been requested in the comments section, which is what are you manifesting? So we'll be looking at your current energies, seeing what you're manifesting, what you're bringing towards you, and I just want to say you don't have to be consciously trying to manifest something to be able to watch this video, because we're always manifesting something whether we're realizing it or not. You know, it depends on how you're behaving, what you're thinking of, where your focus is, how you're speaking about your plans, etc. So we'll be taking a look at what you're manifesting now based on your current energy. And if you want to manifest something else, if you think, oh well, actually I'm not too bothered about that, what's come up in my reading, I'd like to manifest something else, then you can change that. You can start focusing on different things and you can change what it is that you're manifesting. So we'll also be using these timing cards in the reading, just to kind of get an idea of when your manifestation might be coming in for you. And we've got these really cute little Disney characters on the piles today, these little chibi versions from the Disney store. And as always, I want to say a big thank you to all of my patrons, including Kat, Alexandra and Kelly. Thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed, everyone who has liked this video already. Thank you if you've donated to the channel. Just thank you, all of you who've shown your support in whatever way you can. It really does mean a lot to me, and it's nearly been a year now that I've been doing this channel, so it's lovely just to have so much support from you guys and to just see the channel growing all the time and knowing that I'm able to help you guys out by making these videos. So let's have a look at the piles. So just ask yourself, what am I manifesting? What am I bringing into my life? So pile 1, we have Dopey from the Snow White film, and we'll be using the Fairy Tarot with that reading. Pile 2, we have Snow White herself, and we'll be using Tarot in Wonderland. And over on pile 3, we've got Piglet from Winnie the Pooh, and we'll be using the Ramses Tarot of Eternity with that pile. So whichever pile you're feeling most drawn to intuitively is going to be the most accurate reading for you. So let's say Snow White is your favourite Disney character, but you feel really drawn to Piglet. I would say that Piglet will give you the most accurate reading. You might also find that you're being pulled to 2 piles and you can't really pick between them. That's fine. I would encourage you to watch both if that's the case. You might get a few messages from one and then the other one is like your main reading, or you might resonate with about 50% of both readings. This is just a general reading on YouTube. It's not a private reading. So with any pick a card reading that you watch on YouTube, I always encourage you just to take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If something doesn't feel like it's a message for you, then that's fine. Keep listening. If you feel like nothing's resonating, feel free to pick another pile. If you don't find anything resonating, then this may not be the reading for you. Other people may just need to hear the messages more than you do. So with that being said, if you're ready, then I will start with pile number 1. If not, just pause the video or go back to the start. Give yourself some more time, take some deep breaths, clear your mind, and choose whichever pile you feel most intuitively drawn towards. Hey there everyone who chose pile 1 with Dopey and the Fairy Tarot. This is going to be your reading. So I'm going to be shuffling on camera. That seems to be what I'm doing a lot of these days. And we've got plenty of oracle cards. We've got those timing cards, like I said before. And as always, we will be using charms and dice once we've got all the cards out. So make sure you stick around for that and get your full reading. So what is group 1 manifesting? What is kind of in your energy right now? What's coming towards you? Okay, so we've got a lot of cards for you. Group 1, so many cards fell out, much more than I was expecting. So let's see what we've got here. So we've got the Ace of Bells there, which is the Ace of Pentacles. High Priestess. The Lovers. The 10 of Hearts, or the 10 of Cups. The Chariot. 4 of Acorns, or 4 of Wands. the Tower. Then we have the Queen of Leaves, or the Queen of Swords. Two of Bells, Two of Pentacles. 10 of Leaves, 10 of Swords. The Magician. And 3 of Bells, or 3 of Pentacles. So an enormous amount of tarot cards jumped out for you here. There seems to be a lot of different things coming towards you, but I think I see at least 2 distinct strains. So firstly, a lot of you are leveling up in terms of work and career. And if you're still in education, then you're kind of figuring out what you want to do career-wise, because I'm seeing this sense of freshness when it comes to career. I'm seeing possible new money coming in, or a change in location to assist in your work. So maybe you're moving and you're looking for a new job, or you're moving because you've got a new job. But I'm seeing that coming towards you. I am also seeing a distinct independence coming through. It's like you're no longer prepared to put up with any you know, any messing around from anyone. I'm trying to keep it PG here. You're just not prepared to have people tell you what to do anymore. You're not prepared to be making compromises all the time. I get the feeling that you have been the person that's made a lot of compromises in the past, and you just don't want to be that person anymore, because I'm just getting this strong independent feeling like, this is it now, you know. We've got Queen of Swords next to the Tower, and then also the 10 of Swords coming pretty closely after that, and with the Chariot as well. I just feel like you are ascending, like I'm feeling like leveling up within yourself. And then we've also got some love messages coming in, because we've got the Lovers there and the 10 of Hearts right next to each other. So I do feel like there is this closeness with either a new person or your current partner, if you have one currently. It's either greater intimacy with that person you're already with, or it is a new person or someone that you just haven't dated before that you are growing closer to. So I see love opportunities coming your way as well. And just general, like, power. You're coming into your power, group 1, definitely. There's a lot of learning about yourself here. You know, the Magician, the High Priestess, knowing the kind of power that you have and being determined to use it in your highest good. So I'm super interested to see what the Oracle cards are going to focus on. Let's get some cards out. So group 1, manifesting. Number 44, Water and Salt, Truth. Speaking your truth. And I get that from the Tower and the Queen of Swords as well, and the 10 of Swords, like just not being prepared to pay lip service to people anymore. You know, you're not going to be that person who just nods and says yes, okay anymore. When you're asked to do overtime that you don't want to do repeatedly, you're just going to be like, look, I'm sorry, this doesn't work for me. You know, that's quite a good line to trot out to people. You know, you can just say, no, sorry, that doesn't work for me. Without having to kind of justify yourself or explain yourself too much. So that could be something for you to practice if you're still kind of learning to speak up. Throat chakra seems to be quite strong. That seems to be where you're putting a lot of your focus. Throat and heart chakra. Barnabas and the Prince, number 11, adventures, discovery, travel, meeting destiny. And this card is often about a fated meeting. So, for example, moving areas, moving house or moving jobs, etc., shifting friendship groups even, and then meeting that special person as a result of that, or having that kind of fated opportunity come your way once you've made that change. So I think that's really encouraging for those of you that are looking to change your scenery, change your place of work, if you're maybe moving out of education and going into work, or if you're returning to the workplace after a while of, you know, being out of that. There is this sense of, with that change, with that freshness comes these new opportunities. And I think for a lot of you that is going to be love related. Travel opportunities coming in for a lot of you soon as well. Poseidon, flow. So again, I kind of get that sense of travel from the flow card, especially because Poseidon is the god of the sea. So it's like bridging gaps between nations. I feel like it's also saying that you're going to be coming into the flow being abundance. It's really positive. Fire, passion. Wow. Yeah, it really feels like you're taking a stand, group one, and you're just determined to make those changes in your life for you. And you want something to change. I feel like things have been a bit dull for quite a while now, or things have been very samey, and you're just determined to start having some new experiences. You're determined to make those changes. And start seeing those differences in your life. You want to be excited again. You want to have something where you wake up in the morning and you think, yes, another day. You know, you want that impetus to do that. And I see you getting that soon. I will say as well that fire signs will be coming out with this fire card. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I am also seeing Cancer and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, especially Gemini. That's coming out pretty strongly for this reading. We've got strength as well. So increasing your strength, what I was saying about your personal confidence, your confidence in yourself, your courage, your understanding of yourself. Really, really beautiful. Let's get you a dragon card, actually. I know these have dragons on them, but I want to keep this kind of dragon theme that you've got going on here. Group one. Oh, you've got 2 dragon cards. Okay. 3. Wow. Wow. Okay. Earth and air dragon represents a perfect balance of heaven and earth. So this says stay balanced, ground your visions, manifest your hopes and dreams. So exactly what we're talking about here, manifesting what you want, but staying grounded as well. And I like that because a lot of this does seem kind of on a higher level, you know, like through developing your sense of self. But some of it is also earthly, so financial, change of scenery, meeting another person, etc. So it's nice that you've got that mixture there. Crystal Yellow Dragon opens you to higher learning and wisdom. Expand your crown chakra for illumination. Walk the higher spiritual path. Wow. Beautiful. And then we have Green Gold Dragon from Sirius. Brings universal knowledge to your spiritual pathway. Learn about spiritual technology and be a transmitter of sacred knowledge. So kind of passing on what you've learned to others. I feel like you are going to be getting downloads soon, and I think it's going to come in the sense of deeper understanding, deeper clarity, because now that I'm seeing these 2 dragons together, and also this one who is kind of looking to the heavens while remaining on the earth, because it's that blend of earth and air, it feels like you are going to be getting these downloads and implementing them in your daily life. You know, you're going to be getting the guidance as to which job to choose, or you're going to be getting the guidance that seems to be like a green light for you to go ahead and make that move. You know, you're going to be brought into meeting the right person at the right time. It feels like everything kind of comes together as you need it to, which is really lovely. I think you're going to start seeing a lot of right place, right time pretty soon, you know, especially with this flow card. Fated meeting, everything seems to coincide at the right moment. And you seem to have a lot of fire elementals helping you out in that. Then we have Hathor, receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. So that's what manifestation is all about, honestly. And I think it's the hardest part of manifestation. You know, some people find it hard to visualize. Personally, I think that's okay. You know, I find visualizing okay, and I find identifying what I would like to manifest also okay. But I think one of the hardest things is shifting from this feeling of I want it, I have to have it, I need it, to just allowing it to come in. You know, that's quite difficult for a lot of people because that's not how we're taught to live just in our everyday lives, you know. We're taught to go out and get things rather than wait for them to come to us. So it's all about shifting your energy in that sense. But it really feels like you're coming into right alignment with everything very soon. Ask and it shall be given to you. I mean, that's just a perfect message to go with that, isn't it? Ask and it shall be given to you. Just about identifying what you want, visualizing it, seeing it happen in your life, and then just allowing it to happen. Really, really lovely. Let's just get a couple more cards. I think I've just got one more card here, and then we'll do your timing cards. And then after that, we'll get your charms and dice on top, group 1. So what are you manifesting? One, the sun. And this card is all about having everything you need at the right time, you know, everything kind of blended together in this beautiful bowl, this melting pot of goodness. It's about abundance, it's about optimism, it's about happiness and everything coming together as and when you need it. Beautiful. Group 1, I imagine that health is going to improve for you as well now that we've got that card, so that's really lovely. Honestly, this is like the best kind of reading I could have hoped for. So I'm really pleased for you guys, because it does feel like this group has been struggling recently, or that there just has been very little in the way of change in your life recently, and now that's all just going to stop for you, and you're going to start experiencing a lot more opportunities. You're going to have those fated meetings, you're going to have those chance opportunities that you just couldn't imagine having beforehand. So let's get some timing cards. Let's see roughly when you can expect changes, or, you know, when you can expect to see these things coming in for you. Okay, so we've got 2 cards there, which I like. I like to have 2 at once when it comes to these cards. So you have Waage, which is Libra, and I did say Libra came out in this reading. Genieße deine Zeit. Enjoy your time. 7 Wochen, 7 Monate. So 7 weeks, 7 months. And then we have Drei. Es wird bald klappen. 3 Tage, 3 Wochen. So it will happen soon. 3 days, 3 weeks. Beautiful. So I would also take these times, so the times of Libra, as possibly being important for you. But I think you guys are going to see some changes very soon, like in the 3-day, 3-week period. And then everything will kind of unfold. All these new opportunities will keep coming until roughly like mid to end of October. This is kind of your fruitful time now. So I feel like it's like a rolling thing. You start getting your first opportunities in 3 days or 3 weeks, roughly around that time. And then it just keeps rolling and gathering momentum, and you get more and more stuff coming towards you as the year unfolds. And this is timeless. So it doesn't matter if you're watching this when I upload this, or if you're watching it, you know, years down the line, this still will hold true for you. So let's get your charms on top now, group 1. And just a quick disclaimer before I start: if you don't like the sound of the charms being shuffled, or if you have your volume turned up really high, you might just want to turn it down quickly while I shuffle them, because they can be a bit loud, and I know that not everyone likes the sound that they make. So group 1, what are you manifesting? Okay, so these 2 charms fell out while I was shuffling. We've got the octopus, first of all, and that is like being busy, having a lot of things to do all at once. So I just feel like that's saying your life is going to get busier. You know, there are going to be new things for you to look forward to. Lots of things are coming your way. And I also got this charm, which is the fairy who brings blessings. So that's a beautiful message for all of you, that blessings are coming your way. I feel just in every area of your life, honestly, because they've just got so many positive messages coming through for you. You've got the Jade Ball, which is about finances and career, which is good because we've already had that pointed out in the reading earlier. You've got this charm here about faith and protection. You've got the 3 of Cups charm, so socializing, maybe more friendships being created, or deeper friendships with the people that you already know. Possible opportunities to socialize and celebrate, especially celebrate, seems to come through. You've got a love heart there. Actually, another one as well. So definitely a lot of love coming in for you very soon. You're being told not to worry as well, because you got that worry doll, and it's kind of landed on that card about things happening soon. So it's almost like saying, look, just a little bit longer for you to keep optimistic, and then you'll start seeing these these positive changes, because there's going to be a change in mindset as well. And that's what we were talking about, wasn't it? About shifting the way that you think, about rather than going out after things and having to force yourself to get things, instead you just start accepting that they're going to come into your life. And that is hard to change the way that you think like that. But you can definitely do it, group 1. I want to point out as well that you got a lot of number, like 1. You got 1, 11, so 2 1s. You got the Ace of Pentacles, so that's another 1. You got the Magician, which is also a 1. So 1 is coming out a lot for you, which is great for manifestation. It's also funny because you picked group 1. But as well, I think 1, when we see 1s a lot, it means that something will happen soon. So you've got the yoga or meditation charm here. So again, this sense of receiving downloads, maybe feeling calmer and more at peace with yourself and your life. You have a guardian angel watching over you, angels helping you to get the messages that you need. The baby tapir, children might be involved. Maybe some of you are trying to conceive. This also reminds me of learning to speak up, which was also something that came out for you earlier. So learning to have more of a voice and not be afraid to share what you have to say. A reminder as well that things will measure up to your expectations. So remember to keep your thoughts positive. Keep expecting good things to come in. You have the olive branch there, so possibly making up with someone who has hurt you or who you have hurt, you know, forgiveness, moving forward, possibly reaching out to old friends as well, or people you haven't spoken to for a while. This blockage, this sense of feeling trapped or stuck is going to end. There's more positivity, optimism there. This is just like the sun card in the tarot. It's a sunflower, so the sense of growth and happiness and being excited for the future. You have the happy couple there as well, so definitely positive love messages coming through. Knife and fork, nutrition, possibly eating healthier or eating what you need, you know, getting all of the vitamins and minerals that you need, etc. Feeling better because of that. Winter time is a good time for things to start changing for you. Creativity will be improved as well. You've got that bottle of ink there. New inspiration. And the unicorn. So this is a symbol of Scotland, but it's also a symbol of purity. And I honestly feel like it's just this feeling of leveling up, you know, that we've been talking about, that you just get rid of all those layers of heaviness and those layers of not feeling confident in yourself, feeling worried, the layers of negativity, the layers of pessimism, and you just kind of wash them off like this girl is doing in this bowl here. And you just kind of step out into this new mindset and this new version of yourself. It really does feel like a massive transformation. Hey group 1, sorry to disturb the continuity here, but I basically cleared away all of your cards and charms and then I realized I didn't do your dice, so I'm super sorry about that. But I'm going to do your dice now, and then after that it's going to split to me with my closing messages and telling you about the links in the description box and things like that. So I'm sorry about that, but we're going to do your dice now. This is a first for me. I don't think I've ever forgotten to do it before. So group 1, set of dice are we going to use? Okay, set 4. So those are the Looney Tunes dice, and they look like this. How many dice are we rolling for group 1? 1. Let's see if we can do any better than that. All 9. Okay, great. So, group 1. What are you manifesting? Okay, let me just see what we've got here. So better health, straight away, I'm seeing that with the carrot. There is better health coming your way, and there is just like an unblockage of energy as well. That stagnant energy, that feeling stuck, feeling like nothing is moving forward, that is going to end, because we've got the catapult, and that just makes me think of momentum, you know, starting something fresh, starting something suddenly where it's been inert for a very long time. Then with Tweety Pie, I feel like luck is going to favour you, because when I think of Tweety, I always think of him in comparison to Sylvester, and Sylvester always feels like he's second best, and Tweety always gets everything that he wants, you know, Tweety always seems to win the day, and Sylvester envies that. So I feel as though you're going to get a lot of rewards coming your way, or a lot of favour coming your way. It feels like everything's going to fall into your hands at the right time. So again, that kind of right place, right time energy. Then we have the mallet there and the bomb. So the bomb makes me think of like everything going off at once, like lots of new opportunities coming your way, like a sudden change, a sudden shift coming through for you. And the mallet as well, when I see it, I think of, I don't know what they're called, but you know when you have like a fairground and there's that game you play where you have to hit something with a mallet and see how strong you are, you know, like there's, it's almost like a thermometer how it goes up when you hit it. And I just feel like you hitting the jackpot, you know, like proving yourself and then receiving some reward for that. Like you're going to finally get the reward for all of the effort that you've put in. And I kind of feel almost like it feels a bit too good to be true for you, because you've got this person who runs off the cliff and then realizes what he's done, and it kind of feels like you're walking on air, you know. You feel like, well, when am I going to come back down to earth, or when am I going to have the thing that ruins it for me, you know? And so I want to discourage you from thinking about that. I want to stop you from thinking negatively about this, because I think it's just such a great opportunity for you. You know, I think all of these positive things are coming your way, storing up energy as well. So you may be able to save financially for the future. You may be able to just increase your general energy, that maybe by getting healthier, it may be by just being more rested, you know, having just more of a reserve of energy to draw from. You're not going to feel drained all the time anymore. You're not going to feel tired all the time anymore. And then finally we have Bugs Bunny. And when I get him, I just always think of him being kind of the main character in Looney Tunes, even though there's so many characters and they don't always all appear in the same story. I feel like Bugs Bunny is kind of the main character. And so I think this is just reminding you that you are the main character in your life. You are the protagonist here. You need to do what's right for you. You need to start putting yourself first. You know, you need to start reminding yourself that this is like your show. You know, everyone else has their own little show, and they could be major characters in your show or just background characters or never appear at all, but you are the main character of your show. So just always keep that in mind. You know, do what's right for you and not what's right for anyone else. Okay, so I'm going to flip back over to the other part of this reading now. Sorry again for forgetting to do this, but I hope this is okay. So I really hope you enjoyed this group one. It looks incredible and I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited to hear how this turns out for you. Please do let me know in the comments. Please like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, maybe share it with a friend if you think they'd enjoy it. And if you'd like to get involved more in what I do on the channel, then check out the description box, because there's loads of links there, like my social media pages that you can go and follow if you'd like to. You can become a patron on my Patreon page if you'd like to do that, and there are also lots of opportunities to donate to the channel, and I'm offering angel healing sessions as well. So thank you to everyone who has donated via PayPal or my tips jar on Etsy, or my Amazon wishlist, of course, for new tarot and oracle decks. Everyone who's donated a deck, thank you so, so much. It is really so generous and kind of you. And thank you just for sharing your energy with me here today, spending some time with me here. I hope everything works out beautifully for you and that you have a wonderful year ahead. And I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye. Take care. Hi there, group 2. Welcome to your reading if you chose Snow White and the Tarot in Wonderland. And this is going to be your reading, so let's take a look at the cards, see what they have to say. Okay, group 2, what are you manifesting? Group 2 manifesting. Okay, so we've got the Fool there. That's nice. That's a sense of a new start that we get from the Fool. King of Pentacles. Six of Wands. 10 of Pentacles. Wow. And the Page of Cups. Okay, so I am seeing Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces coming through for this reading. So definitely this sense of a fresh start. newness, happiness, excitement, you know, all of those things, getting ready for this new energy. And I'm just seeing also closeness with others and comfort, material comfort. So with the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, I'm seeing a lot of you feeling a lot more secure financially. Also a lot more secure in your jobs as well. If you've been worried about jobs, if you've been worried about job security, things like that, I see that being sort of working out for the best. Also Page of Cups, there may be possible romantic message here for those of you wanting to get back out there or look for something new in love. And Six of Wands, this is actually one of my favourite cards in the tarot just because it has this sense of success and victory with it. So I'm really pleased that you've got that card in the centre of your reading because it's just kind of amplifies the rest of the cards and saying that things are going to go well for you. Let's see what the Oracle cards have to say. See if they want to emphasise any of these messages. Group 2 manifesting. Oh, you got 2 Faerytale cards. So Thumbelina, expectations, number 13. And Verde Prato, wounds, number 33. Okay, so healing old wounds. Kind of, I think, making your peace with the past as well. Some of you may be grieving people. Some of you may have been triggered recently by seeing someone from the past or remembering something or just kind of doing too much reflection on the past. And it feels like you're just putting that to rest now. You're kind of accepting that, making your peace with it and moving on. What I do want to say with the Thumbelina card is that I think things will kind of measure up to your expectations or even exceed your expectations. So always keep those thoughts positive, always expect the best for yourself. Never focus on the worst case scenario, essentially, is what I'm saying. Always try and stay positive. Bayame, beauty. Okay, so some of you possibly working on your body image, you're trying to just improve, you know, your wardrobe or your hair or your makeup or something like that. I feel like you're going to be happier in the way that you look, in your physical appearance. But what I also feel is that some of you are trying to attract a partner as well, and so that is working in your favor when we get the beauty card. The sense of beautiful new things coming your way. The gift, number 47. Oh, it's got a little gnome on it. A present, an offer, nurturance, growth and potential. And of course this looks very romantic as well, doesn't it? Very sweet. Kind of like the Six of Cups card a little bit, like a loving gesture to someone that you're really fond of. So expect kindness from others. I would say expect greater support from your friends and family. Deeper understanding from other people as well. You're going to be quite surprised by how understanding other people are going to be of your situation, of any issues that you might have, of any problems that you might be going through. People are going to be kind of unexpectedly kind, I feel. Witch's hat, power. So coming into your power more as well. And from a very loving place, because I think often we can be a little bit afraid of that word power. Like we kind of associate the idea of power with people abusing power or people misusing their power. And that's not what this is about. This is about you feeling comfortable with confidence and feeling comfortable with your skill set and your abilities and being able to use them for the right reasons and to the right ends. I also like as well that this has a predominantly kind of green colour around it. So it has this sense of healing with it. So maybe you're using your power to heal others or yourself. Then we have Dignity here from the gorgeous Enchanted Blossoms deck with this beautiful dragon butterfly. So dignity, increased dignity, and that comes with the Six of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles and King of Pentacles as well. This sense of respect, dignity, people caring for you and caring about you, wanting what's best for you. Let's get you a Dragon Oracle card. For some of you, the dignity, it may also be associated with the way that you dress. and kind of present yourself again, because I feel like there's a little bit of changing your appearance or your body language a little bit. So it's possible that you're trying to go for like a classier style, or just something maybe more, what's the word? You know, when you want people to take you seriously, and so you wear like different things, you wear things that are cut to fit you perfectly and that are kind of modest and maybe darker colours. You know, that's a little bit what I'm getting from this. Then we have Golden Solar Dragon. Helps you stand in your masculine power with wisdom. Let your DNA be reprogrammed and light codes activated. Become an inspired leader. So again, this sense of power coming through. And it's interesting that it said standing in your masculine power, because I feel like if we are a female, that can often be overlooked. You know, if we're a woman, we can often overlook the masculine side of ourselves, and ditto if you're a man, you can overlook the feminine side of yourself, and you can go kind of too far one way or the other way. So remembering that you have this masculine energy within you and learning how to use that and be comfortable with that and accepting that is very, very interesting, because it does come with this sense of power and leadership and authority. And it's funny as well that you got the King of Pentacles, because he's a very strong masculine energy. So maybe some of you have been focusing kind of too much on the feminine side of yourself and, you know, increasing your feminine power, and now it's time to take a little bit more focus on the masculine side. Ma'at, fairness. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So if there's been any disputes with friends or family members or colleagues, or if there's been any legal situations going on, then you can expect those things to be handled fairly. And what I like as well is Ma'at is this symbol of balance and justice and fairness. But I want to come back to that word balance, because we've just been talking about masculine and feminine energies and how easy it is to go one way or the other way. So I feel like that's really important, that that's the goddess who came out for you in this reading. According to your faith, be it unto you. That's a beautiful message. Just again about having those high expectations, I think, and positive expectations. And when I say high expectations, I don't mean like wildly unrealistic expectations. I just mean focusing on the positives and focusing on the good that could come from an action, or the positive motives that someone might have had behind their actions, rather than always leaping to the worst conclusion about other people, or always focusing on the worst case scenario of what might happen. You know, give yourself a break and start focusing on the positives that could happen instead, or the positive reasons behind why someone might have done or said something. Okay. Then we have envy, number 20. So overcoming any issues with jealousy or feeling inferior to others, because I think this card is a lot about comparing yourself to others. And that could be physically, like feeling that other people are more fit than you or more good looking than you, maybe even more intelligent than you, or just more comfortable being themselves. You could be comparing yourself to people in the sense of how much they earn, what their kind of status is in society, what their house is like, what their kids are like, etc., what their partner's like. And it's just saying, give yourself a break. Again, kind of step back from that and start focusing on you and your own power, because you got this beautiful sense of leveling up your own sense of self that's coming in. And my mother always told me that comparison is the thief of joy. And I truly think it's true. I know it can be very difficult, especially if you're in, for example, a workplace where colleagues are constantly kind of pitted against each other, where there's different targets to meet, or if you're maybe still studying and, you know, you're comparing yourself to the other people on your course. I think it's kind of inevitable sometimes, but I feel like we should do everything we can to give ourselves a break from that, because it really just can be so draining. And there's always going to be someone who's better than you at something else, you know? So it's just natural to try and give yourself a break. So let's see when you might start seeing these things coming into your life. This could be when the changes start happening, when you start noticing that things are changing, or when everything is kind of fully integrated into your life. Okay, so we're just getting the one card for you, and that is Elf, 11. Höre auf Freunde, listen to friends, or listen to your friends. 11 Tage, 11 Wochen, so 11 days or 11 weeks. The number 11 is important for this group, so this could start happening around the 11-day or 11-week mark for you. So let's get your charms on top, group 2, and see what they can tell us about what you're manifesting, what you can expect. But just before I get started, just my little disclaimer, if you don't like the sound of the charms being shuffled, or if you have your volume turned up really high, you might just want to turn it down while I start shuffling, because they can be a bit loud, and I know that not everyone likes the sound. So I always try and remember to say before I get started. So group 2, what are you manifesting? Okay, so we've got the letter S, and that jumped out while I was still shuffling, and it landed on the envy card. So that could be someone's name, it could be a place, it could be a word that comes to you, but it's likely to be connected with these feelings of comparison or envy or jealousy. And we have the letter K as well. Okay, so you've got a sword there, so Ace of Swords, possible new way of thinking, new method of communication. I kind of think a little bit of defensiveness as well when I get the sword, because it's like you're trying to protect yourself a little bit. We've got the Sagittarius charm, and that's also about determination, so being determined to make a change. You've got this good luck charm with the ladybird. Material comforts, yes, that's coming through, the sense of material security. And you do have an earth elemental working with you there, so earth elementals helping you out, being with you, getting rid of people who are draining your energy, or walking away from situations that leave you feeling drained. You know, you're determined to step away from those things. Being very resilient as well, overcoming the difficulties. You have Lady Aphrodite or Venus also working with you, so whatever you want to call her. The Greek and Roman goddess of love and beauty and sexuality is there to help you during this time. I've also noticed that you've got the Eiffel Tower, that's a symbol of romance, and also a symbol of France as well. So anything connected to France or something French, the language, the people, businesses from there, etc. That's a message for someone. Then you have Guardian Angel for health. So you have a guardian angel watching over your health. And it's funny because I was saying that you might feel that other people are fitter than you, and so it's interesting that you've got that, because it seems like health is going to be accelerated. There's a lot here about the way that you feel when you portray yourself to others. There's a lot about physical appearance, etc. That's to do with changing here, or feeling more comfortable with that. You also have a fire elemental there, a salamander. So fire and earth elementals working hard to help you at this time. And then you have Capricorn. So Capricorn energy coming out again in this reading. You might want to kind of emphasize your Capricorn traits more, or you might want to look to see if you do have Capricorn in your chart, where it is, you know, what planet it's associated with, and work on that. So let's do your dice as well, group 2, and finish up your reading. Okay, so we've got the first set of dice, which is the fantasy dice. They look like this. And how many are we going to roll for group 2, please? 3. Interesting, because you've got 33 and 13 in your cards. So 3 could also be a lucky number for you, or an important number at this time. Okay, what is group 2 manifesting? What is group 2 manifesting? Wow, so much like overcoming your demons, overcoming past issues, which is what we were talking about earlier. Anything that has kind of blighted you for a while, or maybe you thought you were over it and then you realized recently that you're just not. Stopping kind of beating yourself up about past mistakes or past experiences. There's a lot here about you making yourself feel bad because you don't earn as much as this person, or you didn't have the best start out in life and you feel like it's tainted you, or you feel like it's really held you back in a certain way. And this is about just kind of putting that behind you and starting afresh with that Fool energy, you know, turning over a new leaf, clean slate, whatever you want to call it, tabula rasa, whatever, starting fresh. And then you have this gorgeous dwarf, which always reminds me of the gnomes as well. So again, that strong earth elemental energy coming out for this group. You've got a gnome popping up on your card there. Obviously the gnomes in the background as well. I always think of the hermit a little bit when I get this dice, because it's like he's going into the mine to mine for some precious stones. So it's like you going deep into your psyche and you're finding your true self there. You're dealing with the shadow self and you're finding your true personality traits, etc. You're being comfortable with that. You're happy with that. So it's about challenging issues from the subconscious, you know, fighting the darkness and letting the light come in. And so I see a lot of positivity flooding in for you now when you start to realize that wasn't my fault, or there's nothing I can do to change that now, or this person is in my past. You know, just saying these things to yourself, I think, can really just help keep you on the right track. So I hope you enjoyed this group too. I hope it resonated. Please do let me know in the comments if it did. Please like the video if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, share this video with someone else if you think they would enjoy it. And if you'd like to get more involved with what I do here on the channel, then check out my description box, because I have lots of links in there to help you just kind of, I guess, show your support in a different way or get closer to what I do. So you can go ahead and follow me on some of my social media channels, which are all linked in the description box. You can become a patron on my Patreon page. There's exclusive content over there, which you can only access on Patreon. You can make a donation to the channel if you'd like to. I have PayPal, I have my tarot and oracle wish list on Amazon. I also have a tips jar on Etsy, and I am still offering angel healing sessions over on Etsy, so if that interests you, definitely go and check it out. And just thank you for spending some time with me here today, Group 2, and sharing your energy with me. It's been lovely to have you here, and have a great rest of your year, a great rest of your day, but a lovely year ahead, I hope. And I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye. Take care. Hi there, Group 3. If you chose Piglet and the Ramses Tarot of Eternity, then this is going to be your reading. So let's see what you're manifesting, what you're bringing towards you right now. What is Group 3 manifesting? Okay, so let's see what we've got here. So we've got the 9 of Swords, first of all. Then the 9 of Wands. So 2 9s right next to each other straight away. Then we have the High Priestess. The Fool. And the Hanged Man. So 3 major arcana cards as well. Interesting. I feel like you're bringing towards you an end to a time of worry, because I do see that things have been hard for you recently, that you've really been hoping and waiting for a long time for something to come to an end, or you've been really kind of pushing through, like really endurant through a very difficult time. I feel like you've had to be very resilient recently, and I feel like you're now going to be rewarded with this kind of leveling up. So you realize now how strong you are, how many things you can bounce back from. I feel like there is an increased sense of calm within yourself, and this comes from a spiritual place, I think, because I firstly like the Fool a lot here. You know, it's a sense of freshness, this new beginning, this new optimism and hope, and trusting the universe as well to bring you what you need. And then the High Priestess seems to be like this deep understanding, this sense of calm, this shift in mindset, which has possibly been brought about by spiritual study, or just connecting to your spiritual side a lot more, because I feel like group 3, you are the kind of people who worry a lot. You are the kind of people who lie awake in bed wishing you hadn't said something, or wondering how something's going to work out, even if it's not directly related to you. Like, I feel like you also worry about friends and family members a lot. And this is just saying, you know, worry isn't necessarily a bad thing. You know, caring about other people isn't a bad thing. Caring about your future isn't a bad thing. But when it really starts to take over your life and kind of affect your own health and sense of well-being, that's when it starts being an issue. And I feel like as well, you can allow your mind to catastrophize a lot. I feel as though this group often ends up thinking of the worst case scenario, and you kind of frame it to yourself as thinking like, well, I'm, you know, thinking of all the possibilities, you know, and I don't want to think too positively in case I'm disappointed. But I feel like you're being asked now just to shift your focus a little bit and to try and be more optimistic and focus on best case scenarios rather than worst case scenarios. Gifts, number 38, fair, brown and trembling. So gifts, just improving your own talents. And I feel like getting to know more what you are skilled in and what you are here to do. I feel as though you are manifesting new opportunities for you to share your gifts, improve your own natural talents and abilities. I feel it's just, especially in the realm of like creative things that it takes a while to hone. Some of you are going to be improving in a language as well pretty soon. But I just feel like group 3, this has been my most spiritual reading so far. And I think a lot of you have been placed on this earth to kind of be light workers and to spread this light energy throughout the world. And I feel like you haven't been able to do that for a while because your own energy has been so drained or has been so heavy. And I feel like you're just going to get this leveling up now where you're able to do that calling once more. Okay, you've got 2 Gods and Titans cards here. So Jesus, support, yes, supporting others, but I feel like also having a greater support system for yourself, not being afraid to ask others for help when you need it or to confide in others. I feel as though, especially because you have that High Priestess and that 9 of Wands, this group tends to keep things to themselves. You know, the Hanged Man as well, it's all very personal. Like, you don't want to share too much with others because you don't want them to judge you, or you don't want to burden them with your issues. But I feel like it's asking you more to do that now, to not be afraid to tell people what's happening for you or how you're feeling. And we also have Green Man, abundance, so beautiful abundance coming your way as well, which I'm always happy to see in any reading. This could also manifest as increased wealth or increased fertility for you. I feel like for a lot of you it's going to manifest as an abundance of opportunities and just feeling like you're back in the flow again, energy wise. Number 25, the Grail Fairy, fertility. Oh my goodness. Fertility, the return of life, health, life cycles. Wow. So yeah, this cyclical feeling, cycles, like you're coming back into that full cycle when you've had a very low cycle, because I do feel that from you. I feel like you've been drained recently, or I feel like you've had too much to cope with recently. And now there's this fresh new feeling of fullness, like your energy is being topped back up again, like this cup, which is nearly overflowing now. So fertility, that can be like a physical fertility, or it can be fertility in other ways. You know how abundance can be financial, it can be physical, it can be more spiritual. The return of life. I like that as well, because it does feel like you've been worrying too much to actually enjoy the present recently. So the return of life. And health as well, because I feel like for a lot of you, it's mental health that's affecting your physical health. So intense worry or lack of sleep starts to affect your day-to-day experience. And so that's going to improve now. So then we have hex, banishment. So definitely getting rid of those things from your life which you feel are draining you. And that could be as simple as just changing your sleep routine and being more devoted to getting a good night's sleep. I recommend ASMR if you struggle to actually get into the calm sleep state, then that might help you. But possibly also identifying people or situations that are kind of draining your energy or asking too much of you, and having the courage to step back from that. Then you have dignity, which is a beautiful card. So expressing yourself with dignity, demanding that other people have more respect for you, and demanding it through the way that you conduct yourself, the way that you behave with others. Not losing your rag, but saying everything in a dignified manner, even if other people don't act that way towards you. You know, always taking the moral high ground. It's like you're manifesting just a higher version of yourself. Then we have Black Dragon here. Cocoons you so that your divine potential grows. That's what we've been talking about, is this fuller time of energy. So you're going to be protected now from all of these new stressors coming in, and you're going to have this kind of powerhouse where your energy is going to grow and your divine potential increases, so you can continue to be the light worker, which I truly believe you are. So it says here, meditate, reflect, undergo a metamorphosis. So again, meditation, you know, taking that quiet time, taking naps, I feel as well, might possibly help. Helping you to kind of change and grow within yourself. Let's get some more cards. Group 3. Manifesting. Okay. So we've got breach, don't back down, stand up for what you believe is right. So keep doing the right thing, essentially. In many ways, keep doing what you're doing. Never compromise on your ethics or your morality. Just always keep spreading this light energy. And Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered, which is beautiful. So again, expect good things to come your way. And I feel like this has been a message for quite a few people in this reading, is just don't always think that'll never happen for me, or don't always focus on the worst possible outcome. Allow these good things to come in through your own expectations. Oh my goodness, you guys. You are the light of the world. I was literally, the word light worker came into my mind before I'd even got many of the cards out, but that's beautiful. You are the light of the world. You are here to spread this beautiful light energy, this divine truth, this divine knowledge and wisdom to help the collective just ascend. You know, you're helping everyone on this earth to ascend and to reach a higher vibration. And then you have also 2 messages from this deck. Your faith hath saved you, go in peace. So I feel again, it's that message just to relax a little bit. It's saying that you are going to have this greater peace of mind in the future, more calmness. And it mainly comes about through your own kind of positive expectations, you know, that faith in the universe to provide, that trust that things will work out okay, and the trust in yourself as well to manage, even when you find things difficult. Remind yourself of all the tough times you've been in before this and know that you will come out the other side of this. Go in peace. I like that. Ooh, then you have a few of these cards as well. And then I'm going to get your timing cards after this. So you have adjacent possibilities, number 24. So just lots of new opportunities, lots of doors start opening up for you at a time when it feels like you've been left to deal with things alone for quite a while. Now it seems like that's not the case anymore. You also have number 29, the world. So that, again, this vast feeling of opportunity, potential travel as well, or relocation for some of you, fullness, wholeness, fulfillment. And anxiety, literally, number 18, she sat in bed worrying, and that is what I felt you've been going through. And I feel like it's something that you've done pretty much for the majority of your life, is you're one of these people who walks away from an interaction and then thinks, oh, was I insensitive to say that? You know, should I have worded that differently? Is that person now going to be upset? Or, you know, what's the outcome of this going to be? You know, why am I, what's going to happen? You know, I think your mind is just always worrying. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of INFJs who pick this reading, because there's this strong sense of always wanting to do the right thing and then wondering if that's what you did, in fact. So definitely there's going to be an end to that high anxiety or high worry or difficulty sleeping. Okay, so a lot of calmness and peace and higher vibration coming your way. So let's get your timing cards now, group 3. Let's see when you'll start to notice these changes, or when these things will actually come into your life fully. Okay, so we've got Sonntag, so Sunday. Geh nach innen, entwickle eine Vision. So go within and develop a vision. And then you have die Umstände bestimmen. The circumstances are determining themselves. 7 Tage, 7 Wochen. So 7 days, 7 weeks. So Sunday is going to be an important day. That may be when you start to notice a change, or when you just wake up feeling better. And then you have 7 days or 7 weeks, the number 7 being very important. But 7 days or 7 weeks is when you're going to see these changes come about. You know, you might start to feel a little bit better on the 7th day, and then by 7 weeks you've completely had the change. It'll be different for everyone, but that's what I'm seeing with those cards. So let's get your charms and dice on top now as well, group 3. And just a quick disclaimer before I get started, if you don't like the sound of the charms, or if you have your volume turned up high, you might just want to turn it down a little bit while I shuffle them, because they can be loud, and I know that not everyone likes the sound of it. So group 3, what are you manifesting? Okay, so we've got the letter R there. That could be someone's name. It could be a place or a word. We've also got Hermes or Mercury. Okay, so this is the Greek and Roman god of travel, communication, messages, merchants, thieves, all kinds of things. And he's coming out to help you now. So he could be one of your patron gods, or just someone who's helping you out at this time. You might also want to check out your Mercury placement in your birth chart and see what that can tell you about the way that you communicate, because that might also be having an impact on your worries, for example, especially in the way that you talk to yourself in your mind. We also have charming, which is the Libra charm, so Libra energy coming through for this group. We've got Taurus there as well, popping out. Then we have the binoculars, so no longer kind of over-analysing a situation, no longer looking too deeply at situations. Guardian angel is helping you here, is working with you. You're going to feel less grumpy. When I get this dog, I think grumpy straight away, and you're not going to feel that anymore. You're not going to feel the tense energy. You're kind of having a big energy release pretty soon. Family. Spending more time focusing on family, and that doesn't have to be your birth family. It could be a chosen family, which is what I call those friends that are really, really close to us. It's our chosen family. And then you have this autumn symbol, so autumn could also be important to you. This reading is timeless, so you might not be watching this when I upload this video. You might be in the southern hemisphere if you are, and autumn, I feel autumn is coming quite soon for those in the southern hemisphere. But autumn is going to be an important time for you. So that's what I'm seeing with the charms. Let's get your dice on top as well. I'm curious to see what they have to say. Okay, number 2. So that is the original dice. That's these ones. And see how many we're going to roll for group 3. How many dice? 4. Okay. Group 3. interesting. Okay, we've got the moon jumping out there, the moon, so your lunar placement might also be important. I feel like it's interesting because we already talked about how this full moon is like this new fullness of your energy, and I feel like you're going to be very much in tune with the lunar cycles as well, and that of course is feminine energy that's coming through strongly for you in this reading. Communication is important as well, like we've talked about already. And like I said, I feel like it's not just the way you talk to other people, how you like expect them to respect you, you want to command dignity in everything that you do, but also I feel the way you talk to yourself needs to be gentler, needs to be kinder. I feel like often the people who are really anxious or really worried or seem to be the most caring about other people are often some of the least caring people towards themselves. Like, they just don't give themselves a break. So that's something that I feel you should possibly be working on, and that's going to be changing quite soon. You're no longer going to feel like an outsider either, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you are starseeds, and maybe learning a bit more about that will help you to feel more at peace with yourself, more comfortable in who you are. But you're going to feel more like you fit in soon. You're going to find those people that are your chosen family, or you're going to just feel more supported by people and not shut out anymore. And then you have the dice. And the dice is about leaving things to chance, not always planning everything, you know, letting some things just be luck that figures stuff out for you, or, you know, chance, having those chance opportunities coming your way. So I feel like not worrying too much about the future is important here, just focusing on the day-to-day. What I see you manifesting is just this greater calm within yourself. I see you leveling up your energy. I see you being offered a lot more opportunities than you thought was possible. And this is in part because it is part of your life duty to be a light worker on this earth. I see your anxieties and worries greatly decreasing. I see you being more respected by people. I see you consciously taking a step back from the people that do not respect you, or who do not have respect for your time or your energy, who demand too much of you, who drain you, etc. You're going to be fighting for what is right, not just for others, but for yourself as well. So I really hope you enjoyed this group 3. Please do comment below and let me know how it resonated with you. Please like, subscribe, share with a friend if you think they might like it. And if you'd like to get more involved with what I do on the channel, then check out my description box, because I have lots of links in there, lots of interesting things. You can go and follow me on my social media channels if you'd like to do that. You can become a patron on my Patreon page and get access to the exclusive content that's on there. You can donate to the channel via my PayPal link, my tips jar on Etsy, or my Amazon wishlist, which has new tarot and oracle decks that I would love to get for the channel. Thank you to everyone who has donated. And I'm still offering angel healing sessions on Etsy. For anyone who's interested in that, definitely check it out. The description box is always full of loads of links, so I hope you check that out if you're interested. But thank you for just spending some time with me here today, group 3, sharing your energy with me. It's been lovely to have you here. Have a great year ahead and a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Take care.